It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Dallas Mavericks. Well, for the Mavericks, 6 wins in their last 10 games. They'd like to play even better. Tonight, a chance to add to their win total. So we're right around halfway through the season. Shaq, a lot of trade discussions happening. What are your keys to making a great deal?
Well, it depends on your goal. You want to win now? You want to win later? A combination of both? Does your analysis ever make changes out of emotion?
Well, acquiring players that fit your system. You have to have a system first. That's the key. And if your trade looks too good to be true, it probably is.
I meant to say, do your analysis, never make changes out of emotion.
Oh, okay.
See, I was emotional when I was talking about it.
Well, I heard you.
I
understood it. I understood
All right.
You did?
it. Not really, but.
Me either. And now with the tip-off coming up shortly, it's time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Dallas Mavericks come in for this one. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. The Knicks happy to return to New York after the road trip. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
And they're 1-0 against them this season, and this is the final matchup. So a little bit of extra incentive tonight, knowing they have a chance for the season sweep.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, whether it's 2 games or 20, you love to go unblemished against any opponent over the course of a season. Of course, the opposite is just as true. Getting swept is no fun at all.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Hey, Kev. Well, Rick Carlisle is a coaching graybeard. He's entering his 2nd decade as coach of the Mavericks. He led them to the franchise's first and only title in 2011. Now, Eric Spoelstra lost that series to Carlisle, and he says of him, he's a Hall of Famer, a trailblazer as president of the Coaches Association. We all owe him a great deal. Kevin?
He is a legend. Thank you, D.A. And tonight, Clark, 2 veteran clubs facing off. Mentally, we should see very few breakdowns either way.
Yeah, I like the way you put that, Kevin, because you're talking about experience, preparation, and mentality. And those are on display with these teams. They don't beat themselves. That's what you're basically saying. These are teams that you have to beat, so it should be fun to watch this matchup.
The good ones always pride themselves in being prepared in all ways, don't they,
Yeah.
for every game, as many as there are.
No question. And the other thing is when you're a veteran team, you're an experienced team that has some talent, it pains you when you give games away.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Russell Westbrook. Lucas is out there with Chamberlain. Then there's Starks, and it's Rice in at the 3, the small forward.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity.
And every time we see Starks, he looks a little more comfortable from range.
Now here's Richmond. Passes it to Camden. To the inside. Fires from 14. Murphy can't hit. So for Dallas, their last game a loss to Toronto. Here's Westbrook. And no good. Trying to use the glass. For New York, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Doesn't go that time. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Last time they met was in Dallas, where they beat the Mavericks.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
And that really was the difference. I mean, it requires a ton of energy to play that harassing style. It'll be interesting to see if they can do it again tonight.
And another turnover here by New York.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Now Now the Mavericks with it, outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And their defense practically non-existent in that one. Just gave up far too many easy shots.
Yeah, I think they were totally checked out, Greg. At least that's what it looked like. When you play that kind of defense, you expect to lose. Good ball movement, wonderful pass. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Dallas. Pass to Lucas. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pulls up. Buries the 20-footer. Westbrook's got his first basket of the night.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Starks against Richmond. Kicks to Murphy. Shot clock at 6. Yep, that one goes.
Nice to see how easy he takes over games. Makes it look elementary. I mean, that's why they feed him the rock so much.
Starks against Richmond. Lucas the pass to Westbrook. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, the thing they did there, Greg, clogged up the passing lanes, playing them beautifully and making things hard for the opponent. That's really good defense.
Fires from deep. It's rebounded by New York.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
As efficient a scorer as you'll find. English is just as effective in transition as he is in the half court. That's one of the things you have to admire about him.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. And Lucas slams it in.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Boy, the fearlessness of Murphy. Calvin Murphy, a little guy, packs a lot of power in that body. No problem getting fouled on the way up either.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And they've increased their percentage quite a bit since last season, guys.
First one falls for him. Well, Clark, a few teams at this point in the season have battled through back-to-back games. Just how hard is that on the body to play in consecutive nights in this league?
As I recall, Kevin, it wasn't terribly difficult. As a matter of fact, I kind of enjoyed it. You could either get the bad taste of a loss out of your mouth quickly by playing another game. You didn't have to really practice. There's some energy concerns, obviously, but when you're well rested and excited about playing, you find the energy. But I do believe there's studies that show there's a greater probability for injury the more back-to-back games that you have. That's one of the reasons the league has sought to minimize the number of back-to-back games across the schedule.
So here's Murphy following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Here's English, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Hey, you talk about scoring the ball. Alex English, as dangerous as it gets. I mean, crafty, cunning, soft touch, and relentless in his movement without the ball.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Richmond against Starks. Outside, Walker. Now here's Westbrook. Not a lot of room. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Westbrook's got 6.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
From the wing. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Boy, I really like the way he's stroking the ball. I mean, knocking down a bunch of his shots and really being efficient.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment. A lot of tough teams in this league, Kevin. Here's where New York sits right now.
And let me add a few words about all their steals. I mean, they bring that toughness and aggression defensively. You don't get to be a top 10 team in that category by accident.
Knicks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's English. He's got 6. It's stolen. And now Westbrook pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the shot goes in. He's got 10. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Here's English following the basket by Russell Westbrook. The pass to Rice. It's tipped. Outside, Green. Over Walker. And Green with the basket on the assist by Richmond. Green's got his first bucket of the night. The Mavericks have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Starks kicks to Rice. Pass to Westbrook.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. Knicks trail by 4. Here's English. 23 points his last outing. He kicks it to Camby. And here's Murphy. No good on that one. Westbrook with the nice D there. Mavericks leading by 4. Walker dishes to Westbrook. Walker in the post. Murphy on him.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Here's English. Yes, that goes in. English has got 8 points. Here's Westbrook. He's coming off a 25-point game against Toronto.
And you know what? In that last game, he was also all over the place on defense, mucking up the passing lanes and getting all kinds of steals, too.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
So here's Murphy following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. English 11 feet away, and he hits the jump shot. He's got 10.
Alex English has a sweet jumper, a bit unorthodox, but nonetheless sweet and effective.
Murphy against Westbrook. Now Chamberlain. with a 24-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
Yeah, but I thought the shot blocking was the real story. I mean, he was just everywhere. It got hard to keep track of all his rejections. They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Camby kicks to English. The three-pointer is right on target.
He is just tearing them to shreds here tonight. And the thing about English, even when he's having a game like this, he's never going to get on that emotional roller coaster. He doesn't get in your face. It's just another night at the office.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Clark, you were drafted 8th overall by the Indiana Pacers. Do you have any indication that you were going to be their pick in particular, that you were going to go in that slot? Was there any kind of inkling at all?
No, I only visited with teams drafting 4 through 7. Talked to the Chicago Bulls, the Dallas Mavericks, and I read some of the reports about where I was projected. But you know what? Once you get past the first or second, sometimes the top 3 picks in a draft, you really don't know who's going where after that. So I was fortunate. I landed in a good spot.
Right.
And Indianapolis was a good place for me and Rosie to be as I started my NBA career.
It sure was. Now here's Butler. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside Westbrook. Down low. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Tell you what, if you let Wilt get the ball there, that's the poster shot you can expect.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
Knicks trail by 3. Pass to Richardson. Here's Strickland. Clock at 6. Doesn't go that time. Walker with some nice D. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And you know, Walker is really reliable as a catch-and-shoot guy because he's thinking shot even before the pass gets there.
Here's Strickland. He's coming off a 13-point game against Charlotte. To the inside, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Walker with it. Pass to Chamberlain. 6 on the shot clock. It's tipped. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree. Mavericks leading by 4. Van Exel kicks to Sabonis. Back to Van Exel. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And some great passing here so far. Let's check out this chart that breaks down where the assists have been coming from for the Mavericks.
And their guards are taking on the majority of the passing and assisting for the team. Just as you might expect, the bigs doing their part by getting to good spots inside and making themselves available.
Free throw good from Van Exel.
Yeah, and Van Exel is a pilot light. He's an energizer, one of those guys that's an efficient scorer and really knows how to set the pace for his club.
That one is no good. Knicks trailed by 5. English passes to Strickland. Here's Manning. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. 1:27 left to play here in the first. Now the pass to Westfall. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Van Exel. It's rebounded by Manning. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Strickland. Back to Butler. Shoots over Walker. Rejected by Walker, and he recovers it. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Knicks making a switch here. Cheeks is checked in. Dallas leading by 5. Passes it to Westfall. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Chamberlain with it. Caron Butler covering. 32 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Westfall. Here's Sabonis. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against New York.
Man, it's such a pleasure to watch Sabonis work. A great basketball IQ and an unreal passer for a big guy.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%. So no doubt he's pleased with that.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Here's Strickland. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Walker with a clean look. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Walker's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And Van Exel, a quick decision maker, especially when it comes to shredding the D with his passes. And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, you know, both teams scoring at a really steady clip. If you like good offense, you've come to the right spot. This is your game.
And so it's Dallas, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be right back after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Just jumped all over him, Greg. I mean, pounced on him, using their length and quickness to come away with those steals.
Dallas leading by 7. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Dallas, they've got Sabonis. Van Exel is out there with Lucas. And it's Walker in at the 3 slot. Now here's Walker. He's coming off a 16-point game against Toronto. New York's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Pass to Richardson. Here's Manning, defended by Sabonis. Inside,
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys in the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Van Exel. Great positioning on the putback. Van Exel's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Mavs.
Hey, you know, Kevin, that's what you want to see. Strong passing inside, leading to the hoop.
Kicks it to Richardson. And there's the pass to Cheeks. Here's Strickland, covered by Van Exel. Shot's good by Strickland. Here's Westfall. He's still scoreless so far in this one. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Feeds to Lucas. 5 on the clock. And he drops it in from the low post. Lucas has got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs. Lucas has gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Strickland. 5 points in the game. Pass to Cheeks. On the wing, Jason Richardson. Another shot. Manning with the bucket.
Boy, I like seeing that toughness on the offensive glass. Did a nice job judging, anticipating where the miss was going, and then putting it back in. Nicely done.
Now, here's Sabonis. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Van Exel. The kick out to Walker. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Walker's got 5 points now this quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
New York calls timeout. When it comes to initiating this play, Clark, for your money, who are the perimeter pick-and-roll ball handlers right now in the game?
Well, the guys that come to mind for me, Chris Paul is fantastic in the pick-and-roll. Damian Lillard is outstanding. James Harden. And I think Victor Oladipo is getting better. I mean, he's so good at finding seams and using his athleticism to get to the bucket, and he's really grown as a finisher. Kyrie Irving is just a terrific one-on-one player. Sometimes he doesn't even need the screen guy. He's so good with the ball. And obviously Steph Curry is in that category too.
And so here is Dallas. The Knicks making the shot. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Here's Westfall, defended by Butler. Tipped away. Butler with the steal. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Richardson and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And checking out some stats for Richardson. He's been a factor for them over the last month. He's putting up 13 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And I think he's got to be pretty pleased with his output. And you know he's always looking to push himself.
Yeah, you know, really solid numbers across the board here, Greg. I mean, he contributes in a multitude of ways for this club.
And he makes the first.
Well, you got to love the game of Richardson. I mean, he's a ridiculous athlete who also scores at a very efficient clip and has really refined his skill set to go with that tremendous athleticism.
Green, he's checked in for the Knicks. Richmond comes in for Caron Butler. Starks checked in for Dallas. Westbrook comes in for Van Exel. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've led by as much as 10. Takes a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
Now, here's Richardson. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Richmond against Starks. Richmond dishes to Camby. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, I tell you what, a long, intimidating defender who rebounds and blocks shots at a high rate, Camby, gives you a ton of energy on the defensive end.
For New York, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
Shoot 2.
No good on that one. And New York making a change here. Murphy's checked in, and Dallas also making a switch. Rice is checked in. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. In the recent CBA, there have been a lot of provisions put in there for retired players. Health insurance, increase in pensions, Clark, reimbursement for tuition. What do you think of these changes?
Love them, Kevin. Absolutely love them. And again, credit to the league and to the Players Association for thinking outside the box, reaching back to benefit some of the former players that are actually in need of these benefits and deserving of them. Come on now. Those guys paved the way in many ways for what we see of the league now. And most players appreciate and recognize that. And for it to be tangibly recognized and rewarded is great to see. I love it.
Richmond no good. Mavericks leading by 10. Starks outside. The dish to Westbrook. Now here's Sabonis. Clock at 6. And the foul called on Marcus Camby. That's his first foul. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Thursday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Detroit. They'll take on the Pistons. And then on Saturday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Cleveland to take on the Cavaliers.
And looking at the Bucks matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
New York calls timeout. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, that was more than just a tough loss. That was a complete embarrassment.
Yeah, the woodshed is what we call that. They annihilated them, simply had no answers for how to slow them down.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Russell Westbrook. 13th in steals, 15th in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
As we've seen, he's a difficult defender to bring the ball up against. Quick feet, quick hands, always looking to force a mistake. The Knicks have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for Murphy.
And very few players have ever been as good from the line as Murphy. This is his zone, and he's been known to go weeks without missing a free throw. Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Cheeks against Starks. Here's Cheeks. Puts it up from 12, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Rice. He had 15 points last outing. Starks against Cheeks. And the basket by Starks. Starks has got 8.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Knicks trail by 11. Here's Cheeks. It's tipped. Sabonis with the steal. Westbrook against Murphy. Lets it go from 14. And Dallas again with the bucket.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
From 15 feet away, and he can't bank that one in. Pulls it up. And there's John Starks on the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 5th assist in this one. Starks against Cheeks. He kicks it to Camby. Pass to Murphy. Lets it go from the wing. And that's good for 2. He's got 9.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
Starks outside. Over Cheeks. A shot by Starks, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Starks with the steal. From the baseline. Starks can't get that one to fall. Knicks trail by 13. It's stolen. Takes a 3. The Knicks pull it in. Here's Cheeks.
Bring it, Cheeks! Yo. Camby.
The feed to Camby. Mavericks with the rebound. Sabonis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Rice. He's covered by Richmond. Sabonis kicks to Starks. Clock at 6. Back to Sabonis. To the middle. Here's Westbrook. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And the first one drops. And Russell Westbrook drops them both. And the Knicks making a change here. English is checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Chamberlain's checked in for Sabonis. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. For 3, Richmond. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Here's Rice. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
Richmond kicks to Murphy. Yep, it counts. Murphy's got 7 now in this quarter.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Westbrook double teamed. And Lucas slams it in.
You know, when Westbrook focuses on passing the basketball, it really helps his team. I love how quickly he finds his teammates.
Here's English. He's got 16. To the inside. Green passes to Camby. Chamberlain with the block.
Man, what a well-coordinated athlete at his size. And to add that superior timing, hard to get shots over Wilt Chamberlain.
Here's Rice. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Murphy. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
I'm always appreciative of the aggressive mindset. Get it down in the paint and go to work with confidence.
Here's Westfall. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now here's Westbrook. Tight defense on him. Knicks with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. Richmond outside. Here's Strickland. He's got 5. It's good. Strickland's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Strickland passes to English. New York moving it around. 18 feet out. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Strickland.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Inside, it's deflected. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. English's shot is good. English has got 18 points in the game.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Here's Westfall. He's covered by Richmond. Pass to Westbrook. No good from the wing.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Dallas. He's up to 26 points in the game now, just keeps pouring in the buckets. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It was all Russell Westbrook in the first quarter. He ended up with 26 points, 2 rebounds, and 6 assists. Shaq, what's your take on Dallas?
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, it's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
And over to Kenny. What'd you think about New York?
Well, they're facing a team that shot very well in the first half. Now, that being said, they probably weren't aggressive enough on the defensive end. That was the difference.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, you know, good things happen when he cuts to the rim, Greg, and you cut into the heart of the defense like that, makes things easy.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Mavericks leading by 10. Can be out there with Draymond Green. Then it's Richmond. And it's English in at the 3. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here's Green. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Green's got the first points of the second half here for the Knicks. Westbrook kicks to Chamberlain. Starks against Richmond. The shot on the basket by Starks. Starks has got 12 points in the game.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
Yeah, you know, continue to pour it on them. That's what they want to do right now. Doing their best to put this game out of reach and in the win column.
No problems knocking that one down. And it's 6 points for Draymond Green.
consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Lucas kicks to Starks. Good on the three-point shot. Starks has got 5 points in the quarter.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
Now here's Richmond. 5 points in the game. Over to the left wing. Clock is at 3. Here's English. And again, it's New York.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Dallas leading by 9. Starks outside. Westbrook against Murphy. And again, New York with the triple.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Dallas has gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. To the middle. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Now just a 4-point Maverick lead. The 19-foot shot. Westbrook with the bucket. Westbrook's got 28.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
To the paint. Here's Rice. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And that one's good. Westbrook.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Now, here is Murphy. 18 points for him. Camby passes to Murphy. 6 to shoot. Camby kicks to Richmond. New York needs to get off a shot. And the basket by Murphy.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They've hit every single shot since the break.
Murphy against Westbrook. Inside. Chamberlain. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Marcus Camby.
Hey, Kevin, we all know this. It's no secret. I mean, one of the areas of Wilt's game that's below average is free throw shooting.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. A different look for New York. Caron Butler's checked in for Draymond Green. And it's Richardson in for Richmond. And he sinks the second. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And Murphy kicks to Butler. To the inside.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
They get a hand on it. Now the pass to Chamberlain. Walker with it. Richardson cover. And it's Walker that time on the assist by Van Exel. Van Exel's got 3 assists in the game. Knicks trail by 7. And here's Murphy. 21 points in the game. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Westbrook with a wide open look. Another 3 for Dallas.
Great basketball from him, Kevin. A commanding performance, helping add to the lead this quarter.
New York calls timeout.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there. Just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit. A chance here to take a look at where the Mavericks rank in the NBA currently.
And also, I love their work on the boards. I mean, they put multiple bodies in the paint truly a team effort, and that's why they're the best in the league.
So here's Murphy. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Here's English. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Trickeration. I like that, partner. That's pretty strong word creation. And you've got to be creative, though, whether you're commentating or hooping, especially when you're going inside.
The Knicks making a switch here. Cheeks is checked in. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Dallas. It's tipped. Here's English. He's got 25. To the wing right side. Good on the triple. English has got 10 points here in the second half.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Van Exel passes to Westbrook. Another three for Dallas.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
Now, here's Richardson. Here's Cheeks. Inside.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignited.
Sabonis inside. Camby covering. Sabonis, no good.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
English passes to Cheeks. Kicks it to Camby. Some nice passing by New York here. English misses.
That's smothering defense. Chicken and gravy defense, not giving him an inch there. That's how you guard the inside. Yes, sir.
Now, here is Chamberlain. He's got 12. Walker against Butler. 5 on the clock. The 17-footer. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
Here's English, guarded by Chamberlain. Mavericks leading by 7. Walker taking his time here. From 15 feet away, the shot's good. Walker's got 7 points for the quarter.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Camby kicks to Richardson. Back to Camby. Pops in the layup for 2. Camby's got his second bucket tonight.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
To the paint, here's Richardson with the putback. Sabonis grabs the board. The Mavericks leading. Now Van Exel. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Outside Westbrook. Over Cheeks. And Dallas again with the bucket.
He's been turned up this quarter, showing a lot of confidence and sinking a lot of his shots.
Pass to Camby. Down low. Here's English, guarded by Chamberlain. Off with the layup. Passes it to Van Exel. Back to Westbrook for the three. Another three for Dallas.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Here's Cheeks. Outside Butler. Walker with it. He feeds it to Van Exel. Pass to Sabonis. Camby with the block. Walker against Butler. English. Some solid defense from Chamberlain.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
To the right side. Now here's Van Exel. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Chamberlain and stolen by Richardson. Here's English. Off target with his three. And here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 12-4 run. Van Exel kicks to Walker. There's the pass to Chamberlain. He can't hit that time. And New York will come the other way. Butler against Walker. Outside Butler. Hits the target from 18 feet.
The physical play of Camby right there set that shot up.
Mavericks leading by 10. And the Mavericks call time here.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
So both teams changing it up here. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see which teams made the most of their opportunities on the offensive glass this month. The Mavericks 4th.
They have been aggressive underneath. I mean, they're playing with a physicality that you don't often see, and it's led to a lot of second chance points.
.114 left to play in the third. Picked him clean. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Green. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
When he keeps his emotions in check, Green is a fantastic leader on the court. He can run a little hot, but there's no doubting his drive, his willingness to do whatever it takes to win.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 1:06 left here in the third quarter. It's stolen by Green. To the middle, hangs. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Richmond.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Here's Westphal, still looking for his first bucket in this one. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to starts. 4 on the clock. Here's Chamberlain. He can't get that one to fall. Richmond with the defensive effort. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. To the inside. And stolen by Lucas. 19 seconds left in the third. Starks outside. To the wing on the left. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, Dallas turns it over. And stolen by Chamberlain. 1 second left. And the miss. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Mavericks ahead, leading by 6. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a two guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Knicks trail by 6. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. They've got Lucas. Also Chamberlain out there. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. Shots good by Strickland.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
Well, they don't have anybody to blame but themselves. Got to prevent them from getting good looks this late in the ball game. You got to come up with stops.
And of all the attributes, one thing that sometimes gets overlooked with Chamberlain is the court vision. Makes a great read there.
Here's Manning. Green taking his time here. Pass to Manning. Back to Green. 6 to shoot. Chamberlain with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Four on the shot clock. Here's Strickland. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Westfall. Nice shot from the wing. And it's an 8-point Dallas lead.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, I'll tell you what, Greg, what can they do? I mean, nobody can miss a shot. I mean, these guys are bringing it on offense right now.
Mavericks shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. Starks kicks to Lucas. To the paint. Chamberlain down low. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Knicks trail by 6. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Passes to Green. New York moving it around. And the basket by Murphy.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Lucas inside, working on Green.
And Green plays the game with passion. I mean, nowhere is that more apparent than in his defense. There is no such thing as an easy shot when Draymond's on you. And you're starting to see some tired legs on those defenders as we come down the stretch here.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, fatigue really a factor. You can see the heavy legs, and that's why he was wide open on that shot. The defender just couldn't get to him.
Here's Strickland following the basket made by Wilt Chamberlain. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket for Murphy.
Wow, when Murphy gets in the zone like this, you just have to stand back and kind of admire his game. It's amazing the way he can take over a small man with a big game.
That ties the game. And that's now 10 points for Draymond Green. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for New York.
The activity level defensively I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Here's Chamberlain following the basket by Draymond Green. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yep, on the interior, Wilt's enormous size, just too much to overcome, and certainly something that can't be taught.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Chamberlain. Knicks trail by 3. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Murphy against Starks. Puts one up from 19. And again, it's New York.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Mavericks have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Lucas kicks to Starks. Unloads. That's tipped. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. Murphy with the steal. Here's Westphal. He sinks the 11-footer. Westphal's got 6 here in this quarter.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And here's Murphy. Outside, Green. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Green's got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
You know, Greg, I think that might have been intentional. It perhaps was not an accident because he's typically not the guy that's taking that shot at this stage of the game.
Here is Richmond. The Mavericks making the shot. Shoots over Lucas. Richmond no good.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Starts the pass to Westphal. Back to Starks. Just 5 to shoot. Chamberlain trying to get open. A shot by Starks, no good. Here's Richmond. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
And he is extremely offensive-minded here tonight. Richmond with the skill set to score on all 3 levels.
Here's Westphal. Takes a 3. A shot by Starks, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Outside Murphy. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Dallas calls timeout.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. You got to be flexible. When something isn't working, you adjust, you modify, you go to something else. That's what the best coaches do.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Starks. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. 3-pointers have hurt them tonight, and he told his players, we've got to play them better on the 3-point line. We can't give them any more clean looks. Kevin?
Good on that shot. With that, the Knick lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Westphal. And Murphy kicks to English. Lets it go. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Friday, they'll host the Boston Celtics. Then on Sunday, they'll defend home court against the Memphis Grizzlies.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best But if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run. And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, not a lot of effort put forth on defense there. I mean, I think he's definitely got to play up on him more and off the screen in that situation.
Here's Westfall following the basket by Draymond Green. Westbrook double team. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Westbrook's got 43 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here is Murphy. Unloads from 13. Westbrook with the block. Pass to Rice. Back to Westbrook. And there's the pass to Westfall. To the inside. And now the Knicks on the break. Here is Richmond. He kicks it to English. Back to Richmond. 6 on the shot clock. And again, New York with the triple.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Westfall. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
And so here is Dallas following Mitch Richmond's three-point attempt. Here's Westfall. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Knicks with the lead from 15 feet away, and it's Green missing. Kicks it to Rice. To tie it up, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Dallas. New York's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the 4th. To the paint, it's tipped. Murphy against Westbrook. Pass to Westfall. To the middle. Richmond outside. From 18 feet away, Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Westfall. The shot goes down, and it gets this game back to even.
And he is one cool customer, guys, isn't he? Every possession magnified down the stretch, but he's been ready with only 1 miss against his 6 makes.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
John Starks checked in for the Mavericks. Here's English, and the layup's good off the glass. English has got 14 points now in the second half.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Yeah, he's really calm in these situations. Simply takes his time in tight spots. You got to be patient, and he is playing to his strengths.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Westbrook. Both free throws good from Westbrook.
He's got ice water in his veins, fellas. No way he's going to miss from the line when the game's still hanging in the balance. I've seen him make too many in this situation.
Here's Murphy, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. They get Russell Westbrook. Free throw drops for Murphy. And so Murphy hits them both. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Mavericks. Dishes it to Starks. Down low. And Lucas slams it in.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
English misses. The Mavericks shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. And they take the lead. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives for the big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
1:29 left here in the 4th quarter. To the middle. Here's Camby. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
And the Mavericks with possession. Now Westbrook. Pass to Starks. 1:06 left in the 4th. Pass to Lucas. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Westbrook. Nice D from Camby.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A+ defense.
Dallas calls timeout. They trail by 2. There's 47 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Dallas making a switch here. Chamberlain's checked in. There's 47 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's English. Count it!
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing him deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
From the top of the key, it's good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
So tough to stop Westbrook right now.
2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here is Dallas. Murphy against Westbrook. Murphy with the ball. 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. Hands the three.
How about the range on that jump shot? I love seeing this guy when he's in form.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
Well, Greg, this one's clearly over. This is done. But hopefully they can find some momentum to carry into the next game.
Here's Rice. Sinks the three-pointer.
And that's why Rice is in the discussion of the great three-point shooters of all time. Terrific touch from deep. That man can fill it up.
New York calls timeout. They're ahead by 2. Just 2 seconds left in the game. So they foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Tell you what, that's a clutch moment for him right there, delivering at a big time in this game.
So a close game sees New York take this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.